As notches became smaller and the competition got bigger, iPhone was almost under threat, this time with the XS, to outperform. And performance is exactly where they crushed the competition. The A12 Bionic was an absolute beast of a chip at the time. And don't get me wrong, the iPhone X was a great phone. However, the XS had to deliver something else for its customers, something of an upgrade, and Apple were experts when it came to the thing they had upgraded on the XS, and that's of course the cameras. These shots that you can see was taken using the manual toggling of the background blur, and to be fair, they look absolutely brilliant and to some degree quite professional as well. This really did surprise me because the iPhone X took great pictures, but the XS took even better ones. Yet there remained a problem, and the issue was that as good as the pictures were on the XS, they were not up to the standards of rivals such as the Google Pixel phones, so Apple had to turn to something else. Apple has always had a case for producing some of the best screens, and why not? After all, it is their ironic rivals, Samsung, who helped them along the way, supplying them, should I say. So this was not a surprise, even when going back to the older models, even then the screens were industry leading, and they simply still are. So the XS, it has those great upgrades, and basically it is complemented with those already harnessed brilliant features iPhone has always been good at. Quite simply, the XS was exceptional in those two categories, particularly when lined up against the competition. And now for the problem, the big problem. The battery life is, in my opinion, poor. Not only on the XS but previous iPhones, they've always had an issue with going for upgraded battery lives significantly from the previous models. I mean, as you can see, the iPhone 11 changes this, but we are talking about the XS after all, and it was not good enough at the time. The truth is, this one gripe, it matters a lot, therefore it weighs significantly, not in the favor of the iPhone XS, but against it, to the point where I really do feel people would have been better off without the XS at the time, just based on this reason alone. And while this model of the iPhone does have wireless charging capabilities, Apple have not yet supplied a fast charger in the box. And while the company has been at the forefront of getting the latest IP rating for water resistance on their phones, or making sure that Siri is becoming more and more efficient, other rivals have been at the forefront of what I think is more prioritized by customers and people who are really interested and embedded in the smartphone industry. But to those people, I do have a counter argument, and that is the video recording capability that the XS has is exceptional. Have a look at this cinematic looking video we took for our Instagram page using the XS, and you can clearly see that the 4K 60 is not only better than most of the competition, particularly back in 2018, but even till this day, it's one of the most advanced video recording capabilities, packed with an array of functions like zoom in, zoom out whilst recording. There's the manual toggle. This set of cameras is great for picture taking and also video recording, and this next clip really puts that into perspective, along with the previous clip, that these shots that we took using this camera on this smartphone still do not at all feel out of place in 2020. Yes, it's a year where smartphones are basically trying to outnumber each other in the amount of features included from out of the box, and some of those features are exceptional. And given how far technology has come, especially when embedded into smartphones in the modern era, the iPhone XS, considering its value today, is a great buy still, and that is the truth. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure you press that bell icon so you can be notified for more great videos and tech reviews for next time.